Hello, welcome to Best Movies channel. In this video, I introduce Lars and the Real Girl, so stay with me. Lars and the Real Girl is a 2007 American comedy drama film written by Nancy Oliver and directed by Craig Gillespie. The film stars Ryan Gosling, Emily Mortimer, Paul Schneider, Kelly Garner, and Patricia Clarkson. Its plot follows Lars, a kind-hearted but socially awkward young man who develops a romantic yet non-sexual relationship with an anatomically correct sex doll, a real doll named Bianca. Lars has aspects of a modern Pygmalion, and the film adapts the legend as a romantic comedy. Pygmalion falls in love with his statue of a beautiful woman. He often felt the statue with his hands, to see if it was flesh, or ivory still. And then no longer admitted it was ivory. While Aphrodite answers Pygmalion's prayers and brings the statue Galatea to life, the story of Lars instead concludes with the doll Bianca being mourned. Lars and the Real Girl was released in the United States on October 12, 2007, by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Though a commercial failure, the film was positively received by critics, receiving an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Screenplay. While Gosling received nominations for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. Lars Lindstrom lives a secluded life in a small northern town. His mother died when he was born, causing his grief-stricken father to have been a distant parent to Lars and his older brother, Gus. Gus carries guilt for having left the desperate family situation as soon as he could support himself. Lars struggles with the loss of his mother during his birth and an irrational fear about the risk of death during childbirth. As a result, he exhibits avoidance behaviors and hophephobia, causing social awkwardness and isolation. Having inherited the family home after their father's death, the two brothers both live on the property along with Gus' wife, Karen. Lars lives in the converted garage, while Gus and Karen, who is pregnant with their first child, live in the house proper. Despite Karen's efforts to bring Lars out of his shell, interacting with or relating to his family and co-workers is very difficult for him. A colleague at his office, Margot, also tries to engage him, but Lars is impervious to Margot's attempts to be friendly. One evening, Lars happily announces to Gus and Karen that he has a visitor whom he met online, a wheelchair mobile missionary of Brazilian and Danish descent named Bianca. The pair are startled to discover that Bianca is actually a lifelike doll, ordered from an adult website, whom Lars treats as a live human being. Concerned about his mental health, Gus and Karen convince Lars to take Bianca to see the family doctor, Dagmar Berman, who is also a psychologist. Dagmar diagnoses Bianca with low blood pressure and urges Lars to return under the guise of weekly treatments for Bianca, while actually analyzing Lars to get to the root of his behavior. Dagmar explains to Gus and Karen that Lars' delusion is a manifestation of an underlying problem that needs to be addressed, and that they need to assist with Lars' therapy by continuing to treat Bianca as if she were real. During this time, Margot has begun to date another co-worker, which silently bothers Lars. Eventually, Lars introduces Bianca as his girlfriend to his co-workers and various townspeople. Sympathetic to Lars, the town inhabitants react to the doll as if she were real, however, in order to reduce Lars' dependence on her, they start filling her schedule with social events and volunteer programs. This also has the effect of forcing Lars to interact more with the townspeople. When Margot reveals to Lars she is broken up with her boyfriend, Lars agrees to go bowling with her while Bianca attends a school board meeting. Later they're joined by more friends. The evening represents Lars beginning to bond with others and communicate more socially. One morning, Gus and Karen are awakened by a panicked Lars, alarmed because Bianca is unresponsive, and she's rushed to the hospital. After Lars admits to Gus and Karen that Bianca is dying, Dagmar explains that Lars alone has made these decisions about Bianca's future. The news spreads through town, and the neighbors come to realize what this means in relation to Lars' recovery. During a last visit to the lake, Gus and Karen witness a despondent Lars in the water with a dying Bianca. Bianca's funeral is well attended by the townspeople. After Bianca is buried, Lars and Margot linger at the grave site. When Margot suggests they catch up with the others, Lars asks if she would like to take a walk. She accepts. And finally, I hope you will see this movie completely and enjoy watching it. I would be happy if you could comment your opinion about this movie.